You ready? I think we should bring it a little more my way. Don't die, I'll laugh.
Oh, fuck.
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 56 of Break Time. I'm Alex.
I am Eman.
And thank you very much for tuning in to this very unsure episode of Break Time.
56?
Is it 56?
Can't be 56.
Is
that
it not?
number sounds ridiculous.
Is it?
Hold on, let me check.
Because the one with Robert was 54, with Ethan was 55.
Are you sure?
So this should be 56.
I just want to see the number for myself, man. I have to see this.
I'm pretty sure it's 56.
B-R-E-A-K.
Is it 56? 56?
And we are on.
If it's 56, you blow me.
56 as fuck, baby.
He blows me. No,
I'll see you in the bathroom after this, man.
Guys, thank you very much for tuning into this very special episode of Break Time. Guys, before we get started, like always, you can go to the description and check out the timestamps for all the different stuff we talk about. If you just want to kind of skip around to specific conversations, there's also a link to our Teespring store if you want to support the podcast in that way. Eman,
What's going on, man?
how you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Are ya?
I'm all right. You know what? I'm all right.
You've been complaining about a cough.
Yeah, I've got a little cough going on, man. I've been fighting the cold for the past week and a half. And
Wait,
this
for a
is
week and a half you've been battling?
About 2 weeks to a week and a half. I would have been over it, but 21-mile hike. Still going to the gym at 5 in the morning.
You were still sick the other week when Ethan was there.
that'll
This
do
is
it.
still residual from the Ethan episode.
Possibly.
Yeah, the Ethan episode, Break Time episode 55.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, it's still residual, man. This is the final frontier. I got some mucus in my system going, hey, we still got this. We can still take over the host. No.
Yeah. Hey, Ethan, did he already take off?
Tomorrow he takes off, actually.
Really?
Tomorrow, yeah, man.
That's good for him.
Yeah, I feel bad. We've been trying to kick it and shit, but haven't been lining up well. So
don't worry about it. I mean, he's not that important. He has a whole Break Time podcast episode. He has 2 whole Break Time podcast episodes.
We did a lot, man.
Related and concerning him. So he is just fucking fine.
One of the few hosts or guests. Yeah. You know what, man? I did something this morning.
What'd you do, bro?
I was done so fucking dirty, bro.
How are you done dirty?
Had a little company meeting, right? Mm-hmm. At the old vitamin shop.
The place of your employment?
Right. Early morning meeting, right?
Yeah.
So, supervisor, lady that runs the store, says, hey, you guys have to be here early. Let me be nice, right? Nice. And bring you fucks some donuts.
Oh, I feel like I know where this is going.
Donuts. Bro. What the fuck am I to do, right? When there's a box of donuts sitting there, half a loaf of banana bread. Ooh. Who am I to not eat 9? Who am I to not eat 9 fucking jelly-filled donuts? You know what I mean? You feel me on that, right?
I hear what you're saying, but maybe you could have eaten like 1 or 2 donuts. You know what I mean?
Or 9.
Or 1 or 2.
I was getting judged like a motherfucker.
Dude, you ate 9 fucking donuts!
Yeah, see, 9 donuts and half a loaf of banana bread, dog.
There was already half the loaf there!
I know. The rest of the banana bread.
Iman, okay, hold up, bro.
I'm sorry, man.
So my thing is like if it was a fat dude, that's fine and understandable and shit.
Right.
Because like a fat dude eats 9 donuts is a fat dude. He's got diabetes. He's going to die soon. We're not worried about it.
Yeah.
Now, you, in your godliness, you eat 9 donuts. You just come off as an asshole.
Well, no, man, because I am the fat guy. I mean, this is the vitamin shop we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their diet, their regimen, mine pales in comparison to their shit, man. They bring their shit meal prepped and brown rice and chicken breast every day, boiled and shit.
Yeah.
I live life. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just take extra care of my shit, man. So I can't do shit like that. But yeah, man, I ate fucking 9 donuts and half a loaf of banana bread.
And then you were judged hard. That's the part where you were done dirty?
No.
Oh, okay. What's the part where you were done dirty?
I mean, I didn't want to eat the fucking 9 donuts.
Oh, you were done dirty because you were in a situation.
Dude, I was put in a fucking situation.
Oh, I got you.
I was victimized, bro.
Oh, okay.
She fucking victimized
So the problem is that somebody did something nice for you and you were done dirty.
Call it, bro.
You were done dirty.
You want to call it, dude.
So someone was nice to you and you were done dirty.
I was done so dirty, bro.
What a bitch.
Yeah. Worked on my insulin levels.
I can see why Ethan left. No. Joins the military, just get away from that hooker.
But no, I was actually really proud of that I was able to eat 9 donuts in one sitting.
That's good, bro. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man. How you been, dog?
Pretty all right. It's been working. Worried about bills and shit.
Truly.
Dealing with all that like every fucking week of my life. I've been in a huge rut recently with my finances. With your finances?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
You first. I mean.
Okay. Well, no, like just like I got so many fucking bills.
Yeah.
I got so many bills, and some bills get behind. Some bills like I don't know, just bills.
That sucks.
Yeah, and just like. I got 3 bills right now I gotta pay, and they're all like $300, and I'm just like, fuck. And my sales haven't been great at work and shit.
Because of the school year?
I don't know. I think it's just because I've been sucking recently. Like, I don't know. I've just been so like, just like I don't know. There are like periods, right, where I go through like just bouts of like just feeling fucking nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can
physically
relate.
Feeling nothing. Yeah.
Well, like just like in here, like you feel just empty. Like you're like, what am I doing? Like you're like, okay, I'm just going to go to work again today and try to make money and it not
almost
be enough.
Almost like a certified serial killer, huh?
Yeah, bro. It's really fucking annoying. Like, just like I get like super fucking depressed and shit. Mm-hmm. So that's what I've been working through recently. But it's picking up a little bit. Made a small sale yesterday, so getting that ball rolling again. But,
that's all it's about, man. Just getting the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Dude. Me, dude. I have nobody but myself to blame. And I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound like it's a bad thing, but it's really a good thing. It's going to be such a first world fucking problem.
Oh, God, go ahead.
But my job right now, right? Uh-huh. If I'm not, I don't live on my own. I don't have an apartment. I'm not paying rent, right? So my parents see that, but they say, hey, the money that you could be using to pay rent, you're saving that shit aggressively. And that's been my job. You know what I mean? That's my main fucking thing. It's save, because I'm not in school, right? So saving money aggressively is what's going to propel me in life. You know what I'm saying? Well, if you guys haven't noticed or don't know this about Mr. Eman, Mr. Eman is very fucking impulsive. Mr. Eman does a lot of shit and makes a lot of plans on a whim. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like traveling plans, you know? Like traveling to a little state called New York, to a little city called Manhattan. Now, again, we're taking this fucking trip and I'm super excited about it.
You and your girl.
It's just, man, it sucks when I can't put money that I want to in my brokerage account. You know what I mean?
I get you.
That's what I want to do in my life. It's all going towards the trip.
Yeah.
Again, I'm super excited about the trip. My girl's probably like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I was like, "Why do I go there?" She's gonna go wrong. We don't even have to go on this trip.
I know, yeah. You know we don't have to go, right? No, I want to go. We're gonna go. It's fucking my idea, but yeah, it's just when it's happening, when you're dealing with it, when you're planning this shit, when all your money is going towards that. It's just, I don't know. Not everything is all positive, right?
Definitely, man.
So, yeah. So, I know once I get back, I'll just be out of this rut. And the rut is, I feel like I'm not progressing. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I feel like everything I'm investing towards right now is towards the trip, towards a vacation.
Yeah, see, my thing is that, like I totally get that, right? Mm-hmm. And mine is not that I'm not progressing. I feel like I'm just digging myself into a fucking hole.
That's scary.
Like, all the time. And I'm
scary.
Just like that... I would rather feel like I'm not progressing as much as I should than to feel like
regressing.
Yeah, than going the opposite way. You know what I mean?
But you never are, though.
I feel like I am right now, and it's really fucking killing me.
You never are. You know why?
Why?
Because it's your personality, dude. Word to the conversation that Ethan, myself, and my lady and Miss Tiff had. It's your personality. No matter what you go through, there's something that's never going to change about you, which is certain aspects of your personality.
You know why I'm feeling like this?
Why?
You know exactly why I'm feeling like this?
Why, man?
Me and you, not exactly why. I'm feeling like this because I'm dealing with shit. But me and you haven't had. Sorry, I'm crinkling. I keep fucking crinkling this paper. It has some topics on it.
You want
and I keep
something
fucking
to fidget with?
Yeah, man. Give me a fidget thingy.
Yeah, man. I got you.
You get me one of them like fucking fidget spinners or something.
I was gonna make the investment.
But no, bro. We haven't done that thing that we love doing.
We have not done that thing, bro. What the fuck?
It's been a while.
Just thinking about.
It's been a while. So, is it okay if I say what? Because I know it's like a sacred thing, but...
It's very... Well, I fucked up, but we'll get into that. I fucked up big time.
What?
Tell
okay. So me and Eman do this thing, right? So, and I like the direction we're going with this, like, talking about our problems, de-stress. I don't know. I kind of want to hit on that. Like, what do we do to de-stress or whatever?
Okay, that's fun.
No, so, but, like, yeah, like, so in general, right?
Yeah.
When I was going through the breakup, when I was stressed out with work, whatever, me and Mom would do this thing where, like, once a week, usually we made it once a week. Sometimes we spaced it out, did it every 2 weeks, you know, or every 3 days, or every hour. No, I'm kidding. I was never that aggressive. But, you know, like every week we'd get together, and before we would get a nice bottle of Jack, or some
hardcore shit.
Some nice whiskey.
Before we got pussified with
get a little whiskey. Nah, this is all you. Nah, get a little whiskey and Coke.
Yeah.
Pour us some whiskeys and Cokes. We'd get us a couple of cigars and we'd chill out in Eman's backyard.
Yeah.
Play some nice jazz in the background. Yeah.
Invite only. Nobody could just roll up and join us.
Yeah, but like play some nice ass jazz and we just smoke a cigar, sip a little bit,
dude.
And like just like. But here's the thing. Let me make sure I ride this line very carefully. It was never about the substances, okay? Right. Like just so that's very clear, because especially because after the breakup, I ended up having a big problem with over drinking. But it was never about, oh, let's meet up and let's get numb from alcohol and from nicotine off of our cigars. No, it was, hey, we're going to do this. It's going to help us, feel a little loose. And then we're just going to talk. And we would like talk for like 2 or 3 hours. And we just like have like conversations and shit and just fucking chill.
It would go for a long time. Man.
Yeah, man. And like, so that was something where like we haven't done that. And I feel like I need that super fucking bad.
Yeah.
But what were you going to say? How did you fuck up?
I fucked up, man.
Can I guess?
We're doing it with my girl?
I was gonna say doing it with your girl or doing it like with Isaac or somebody.
Yeah, I did it with my girl.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't. It was
so
like
this was again a sacred thing. Like this was a me and Eman thing, and
it still is. I don't.
He's letting in outsiders.
I know. I fucked up. Well, my thing was, it wasn't even like that, right? My parents would do shit like that, so that's just how we hang out and conversate. And shit, you know what I mean? We just take it to a different level.
Definitely.
So my thing was, hey, hanging out with my girl, I just happened to want a fucking cigar. Hey, babe, you want to try a cigar with me? Cool. Let's go sit in the back and smoke a fucking cigar. We're out there doing it. Oh, shit, hey, this is what Alex and I used to do. Wow. I couldn't do it with you. I was yearning for it because you were sick. You know what I mean? You were in a situation where you couldn't
drink. Yeah, I was trying not to drink. And
so I was fucking yearning, dude. I just wanted a fucking cigar.
I get you.
And I just happened to be kicking it with my chick. And even we're laying down and she goes, I think that should just be you and Alex's thing.
Why? Did she not like it? Or
I didn't ask. I didn't
feel like she didn't like it, bro. I feel
Who
like
knows?
she didn't like it.
Maybe she didn't. Maybe the cigars are a little tough. I don't know. But it made things right again, dude.
Definitely.
And that was something that I'm always talking about, where you got to cultivate your masculinity. You know what I mean?
You know what? And that's, I don't know. So I've been struggling with that real hardcore, right?
Yeah.
So, because I've been having conversations with people about, like how, because, everyone struggles with shit. Everyone has things that come up that stresses them out or that gives them anxiety or whatever.
Truly.
And for me, recently, it's been a few things. And then, obviously, like my finances and stuff like I was mentioning. Just a lot of life shit, having to deal with life shit. And, I was having conversations with people a lot about, like, oh, well, you shouldn't have to smoke to deal with that. Or you shouldn't have to drink to deal with that, right? And I don't know. And I'm sure the people I was talking to wouldn't agree. But, like, I think, like, you're totally right. I think there's that little bit of that masculinity muscle.
There is.
That you got to flex a little bit.
There is.
And not everyone's going to be okay with that.
Yeah.
But, like, I think for the type of people that we are,
yeah.
I think that's just something we need. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
iron sharpens iron, man. What the fuck happens if you take a pit bull and put him in a pen with cats? He's gonna feel like a fish out of water.
No, I'm kidding.
Right, man? I mean, who knows? He's gonna feel like a fish out of water. He's gonna feel not like himself until he gets around other pit bulls. You gotta cultivate who you are, man. And who we are just happens to be masculine dudes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cultivate that, man. We get lost. We got lost in the hustle and bustle, dude.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. I don't know. You want to? I saw you fidgeting with the paper. I thought you were getting something.
Oh no! I was thinking about that and reflecting on that because, like, yeah, like there's I think, like in society and with people, right? There's like you said, like there's the constant hustle and bustle. There's like the oh, I lost my job. Oh, I left my wife, or oh, I got dumped, or oh, I need money, or oh, I got bills to pay, right? And I think the problem is that people don't have an outlet for that. You know what I mean?
Truly.
And some people, it's, some people are like, oh, I'm going to go run 5 miles, or I'm going to go hit the punching bag. And some people, it's like, oh, I'm going to sip a little something. I'm going to, smoke a cigar, which I think in moderation, those things aren't bad. I mean, I don't think there's necessarily any like health related things that you get from that. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to anybody and go like, oh, well, if you smoke a cigar once a week, you're bettering yourself, because you're not.
No,
you're putting a poison into your body.
Yeah.
But it's that little thing that that helps you out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you can also say like, hey, well, you can't go punch or you can't go hit the punching bag for 2 hours because you're upset, because then that's just showing you how to exert it physically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, oh, you can't drink because then you're reliant on this, or oh, you can't. I feel like you can say that with almost anything.
Yeah,
and I feel like
it's a drawback to everything, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like people have to be okay with finding that thing.
Yeah.
Whether it's having a little something to drink, and it's really hard to say that. Because on one end, and maybe my mind will change at one point, which is the beauty of these podcasts. Hopefully my mind does change at some point about anything.
Right.
But, and it's hard to say that because you don't want to be like, oh, well, it's okay to drink to deal with your issues. But it's like, do something that's a little bit for you.
Yeah,
in moderation.
Truly.
You know what I mean?
Truly.
Like, do that thing that you're going to like and do it. Now, there are things that you just shouldn't do in moderation, like...
eat 9 donuts.
Well, I mean, like drugs, like hard drugs or anything like that. Which is kind of hard because there's that weird parallel where you can talk about like, well, alcohol and smoking is okay, but like drugs aren't.
You got to look at the risk to reward, man. You have to look at the risk to reward in the long term versus the short term, right? Let's be real. A cigar once a week is going to be a detriment, right, to your physical health.
Yeah.
But look at your mental health and how sharply that could decline if you don't care for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 5 years down the line, if we don't do what we do, which is sit in the back and have deep conversations about shit we're going through and get through it that way, if we choose to not do that and just fester in our problems versus have a cigar once a fucking week, sip a little red wine, and just talk and let shit out and be cathartic, right, and release.
Yeah.
I feel like at the end of that 5 year period, if we took the latter option, which is just smoke and have a little token release, 5 years down the line, we're going to be a lot less fucked up.
I can see that, but then again,
and everything around our life and everything in our life.
Definitely, and then you can always talk about the physical toll or whatever because you're doing that stuff. But then, like, maybe you evolve. You know what I mean? Maybe you hang out with your friends. Maybe you go out to eat and you just talk with your friends. I know for some reason smoking or alcohol makes it a lot easier to breeze that stuff out. In moderation. You know what I mean? Don't be like me and drink till you throw up and then continue drinking. But then, like, maybe going to therapy, maybe seeing someone. Maybe that's your outlet or whatever. But the point is, I think out of all of it, is that, things happen. Life stresses you out. Things are shitty. Maybe you're worried about school, work, your parents, your family, your relationships. But I think you need that thing that helps you release that and to kind of, build you back up. Like your gas tank is empty.
Make you not feel crazy.
Yeah, I think the best God, what is it? Analogy that I can draw is it's like getting an oil change, right?
Yeah.
Like you can, like when you need your oil change, you should take your oil change, and in this case, like, hey, it's when you need a break and you need to do something for you, you should do it. Sure, you can not do your oil change and your car will keep running, but at a point your car is going to break down because you never took an oil change.
Break the fuck down.
Yeah, you're gonna be 4 oil changes later and your car is not going to work. Yeah. It's going to stutter. It's going to fuck up because you didn't take time to do your oil change. And also, your oil change isn't a completely like, oh, it's only helpful because you lose a little bit from your oil change. You have to pay for it. You got to take time out of your day to go do it. So there's some give and take there. But I think overall, you give a little bit, and then what you end up taking away later is that you're more healthy and you're more stable.
I do feel like, though, man, there is better ways to deal with issues, emotional issues, right?
Definitely.
The stresses of life than others.
Definitely.
I think the way that we have been doing it for the past year or so or a few months is a lot better than sitting down on the couch every day after work and watching mind-numbing TV, right? Because when we do what we do, we learn a lot about who we are, about what we like.
And about each other.
Vocalize about each other. We build a stronger relationship, right? There's meaning behind the time that we're spending. Versus if I were to sit down for, really like 5 fucking hours sometimes and watch Love and Hip Hop or some bullshit, which so many people fucking do. I had a really good conversation actually a few days ago at the vitamin shop with a lady I was ringing out. Older lady, and she was talking about this same conversation, right? Mm-hmm. Time wasted. And it was one of the days where I had a really early shift. I was getting off at 4. And I told her, like, geez, I don't know what to do with this newfound time. I'm getting out before the sun goes down today. I just don't know what to do with myself. And she was like, go hiking, go do something. You gotta utilize that time and be constructive with it. She was saying that she had cancer and she had survived cancer, which is why she was in the shop. She was looking for things to mitigate the post-treatment, right? And so she was saying that she had cancer. She still maintained her 40-hour job while going through treatment, and she still drove herself an hour a day to and fro to get the treatment, right, to the hospital. And so she said that once she finally healed up, she had all this utilized time, and it was like whenever she looked back at her past, it was like she was looking through a fucking portal, right, into a different world, into a completely different person, because the shit that she was doing, it was almost like she was grateful that she got cancer. It was a big awakening, right? Yeah. As far as time goes, all her time was spent dealing with cancer. She finally got this new time allotted to her life, and she just went crazy and became a new person. And she was saying that she was caring for her grandmother for a while before she passed, or her mom for a while before she passed, and she was 80. And she was not a very active person, spent a lot of time on the couch, so her legs atrophied. She couldn't walk anymore. And she was now this 90-year-old glued to a couch. And all she would talk about is what she could have done, what she would have done, what she wishes she could go back and do, because all her time was spent plugged into a TV show or just meaningless bullshit, right? And so that just got me thinking, man. I don't know. That got the gears turning, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And yeah, man. So I'm going to double down on what I've been doing. I think we should definitely
get back to doing that.
Get back to the fucking, because we made a job out of that shit, man.
We did.
We made a fucking job out of it. Like, it was no, hey, I got a wedding to go to. Oh shit, so I can't make it. I know I'm in it, but I gotta go smoke with my boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that kind of shit, dude. Yeah. But yeah, man. Let me get off my soapbox. I'm a little tipsy. It's strong as fuck.
Is it?
I'm 2 glasses in. Real quick, and I'm gonna shut up. I, Eman Augustus, will salute a Mr. Alex Chavez. I think you can drink me under the table, bro. I want to go ahead and give you the fucking crown, man. I want to give it to you. Holy shit.
What made you think that?
Dude, go watch the 50th episode again, man. Right?
Yeah.
And look at my composure and how quickly I got there versus yours. You know what I mean? At a certain point, I couldn't form sentences, and you were still like guiding the podcast and bringing up new topics and shit.
Yeah,
I'm fucking done. You know what I mean? I definitely came down and handled the aftermath a little better, I'd say. I went to the gym after. I didn't have a hangover. But getting drunk, I think it happens a little more rapidly, man. I think I'm a little more of a lightweight, dude. So I toast to that. Ooh. I fucking lay down. I don't give a fuck. It's all good.
So you're telling me, right? Episode.
Hey, talk your shit, man. Talk your shit.
Episode
50. No, with Tyler. It was like 41.
Episode 41. Isn't it crazy, right? How we didn't even know what episode 50 was going to be?
Yeah.
Like, we just went like, oh, we're leading up to episode 50 with a bunch of guests, and we're like, what was episode 50? What did we think was going to happen if we didn't come up with that? We were just going to do a regular podcast and be like, 50.
I was going to wear a funky hat or some bullshit.
Nah, bro. So, but in that episode, I remember I said, like, bro, I think I could drink you under the table. And you were like, you were like, fuck you, man. Nah. And then now, I'm going to go back. I'm going to clip that episode. Clip that part.
Dude, I'm giving it to you, man.
Clip this part right here, and I'm going to tweet it out so I can show everybody.
Look, we really will never know.
No, we know.
We really will never know.
There's video evidence.
Go watch the video.
There's video evidence.
I was feeling a little loosey-goosey. We really won't know until we know.
No, we know.
We can still do it.
No, we know.
We know. The 16th special. The 16th.
Hey, I'm a grown-ass man.
Maybe you got me. I don't know. It's a maybe now. You see, you got all cocky. Now it's a maybe.
No.
I revert a little bit back.
Now his masculinity has been challenged, and he's like, no, that's not what I meant. Not what I meant at
all. You got me misconstrued.
Get out of my face.
What?
You got put on my face. I'm a grown-ass man.
I don't even want to fucking get into these bitch ass topics, man. I tried. I really did. Did you think of anything?
No, not really. We can just fucking talk, bro.
You want to just talk?
We're good. We can just talk,
one of those?
man. Yeah, but that's what all of them are.
Usually we have topics. We know that.
Yeah,
right? We have a little rubric.
What I did want to bring up, though, one of the ones that I thought was interesting, is the several states declare the state of emergency.
Yeah.
For the hurricane. I wanted to bring that up.
Yeah,
but you know a little more about this. So can you shed a little light on it?
This is what look. Several states have declared a state of emergency in preparation of Hurricane.
I think it's like Florence. Is that what
Florence?
It's like?
Who the fuck makes up these bitch ass names?
Is that what it is?
That's it.
That's so fucking. What states are they? Do you know?
A1 memory, dude. Memory. So the several states are Virginia, North Carolina, and South.
So state of emergency for the incoming hurricane, right?
Right.
So the reason I wanted to bring that up is because remember when Hurricane what hurricane was it? Harvey. When Hurricane Harvey affected like areas like Houston and San Antonio and Austin affected us, it rained a little more heavily.
We got some drizzle. We literally got some drizzle. Yeah,
so the reason I wanted to bring it up is because like these places are declaring a state of emergency. Right? And what happened was they went, oh guys, they might flood in San Antonio for a few days. Yeah. And we were out of gas for like 2 weeks.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
I remember when that was happening, I was on like the car I have now, the Ford, right?
Yeah.
I was on the phone with my sales guy who was hooking me up with that car. And as I was talking to him on the phone, I remember this. I was talking to him on the phone, telling him about what color I wanted the car, what kind of car I wanted, and he was seeing what he could do for me and shit. And I remember during that conversation, I was waiting in line to get fucking gas.
Yeah.
And I remember like this Valero right over here, like no gas for like a week.
Yeah.
Like for a week you walked in and they were like, still no gas. Like they were like,
it was crazy.
No.
It was fucking insane.
My thing is, right, like when people like prepare for hurricanes, like that's great, right? You would think best case scenario, nothing happens, right? Best case scenario, right? Now I saw a friend of ours on Twitter.
Yeah.
I won't say her name, but she really likes dogs, and she would hang out with us for a while. And we saw the second Twilight with her. You were there with her. You remember that? You know who I'm talking about?
Dakota?
Yeah, okay. I wasn't going to say her fucking name.
Say her fucking name. Okay. You always name drop in my case.
That's true. That's true. So Dakota, right?
Yeah.
I saw her on Twitter the other day, and I guess they were preparing for a storm or something.
Yeah.
And nothing happened. This was probably like a week or two ago. Nothing happened, right? And her tweet was like, "Oh, we prepared for nothing." And my thing was like, isn't that the best case scenario? Like, isn't that why you prepare?
I like where you're going with that, man.
Yeah.
Listen, because it spins into what I want to say, dude.
Okay, go ahead.
I was talking to my homie Chris at the vitamin shop. He works there. Shout out to Chris. We were saying how low-key people we feel are so bored with the everyday, mundane, day-to-day life that they live that we were all a little bit excited for motherfucking Hurricane Harvey. If you say that you were not at least 5% excited for the switch up that was happening, the chaos around you, you're a fucking liar. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am a fucking liar. Because I think we were all a little bit excited, dude. Were you not a little bit excited?
There was a little bit of it. That was why I volunteered to help that year.
What?
Because, like, well, it was a mixture of things, right? So I mentioned this on a previous episode, but during Hurricane Harvey, we were having refugees from places that were more heavily affected, filtering to San Antonio and Houston, surrounding areas, right? So I really wanted to volunteer because I felt, one, I was like, hey, something's happening.
Yeah.
And one, I can make a difference and I can help out.
Yeah.
And two, something's happening and that's kind of exciting and I want to be able to be a part of that.
Truly.
Like I want to be a part of that little bit of history. Now, I don't want anyone to go like, oh, well, you were just being stupid. You want to put yourself in harm's way or whatever. No, I want to be a part of history. Like if something was going to happen or if I could be a help to someone, I want to do that.
Right.
I feel like I have the most purpose in life when I'm helping out.
Truly.
Or when I'm providing something.
I feel in that, dude.
Okay. So
I was going to real quick. I was gonna be gone for 6 months after the hurricane. I had got with a recruiter and he worked for the some branch of the military. I believe it was probably Coast Guard or somewhere domestic, right? Something domestic. And they were going to they were dispatching people, volunteers, to communities or areas, countries, and cities affected by the hurricane. So you're either going to Hurricane Harvey or somewhere in South America. But you were going to be going for 6 months to help out with the relief efforts. And I had signed up. I was ready to fucking rock. I spoke with a recruiter. I had a conversation the day before I was supposed to meet with him and leave. But I wasn't 21 yet. I was weeks shy, I think, or a few months or a month shy of turning 21. But I was ready to fucking rock. Because my thing is, bro, when shit hits the fan and it's time for somebody to either be a victim or a what's the word? I feel like I'm an able body. Definitely. I feel like I'm trained enough mentally and physically to be able to be the one contributing and helping out the situation rather than being aided. You know what I mean? The fuck I look like being airlifted out of a flooded house. I want to be the guy airlifting out. You know what I'm saying? I want to be on a part of the relief
here's the
effort.
question. Is that because you have a thing where you want to be the hero, or you want to have a thing where you're able to be a part of that and help someone?
I want to be a fucking hero. I want a statue erected downtown in my vein.
Really?
No.
Okay.
No. I just feel like it's literally my responsibility, and I feel like it's kind of built in my fucking DNA. I'm naturally a extremely protective person.
Yeah.
I would take a bullet for somebody I said hi to walking down the street. Like, I'm a little nervous, man. Like, I was talking to my family, and my lady was with me, and she was saying how I was talking about how when I go to theaters now, I'm constantly watching the fucking exits. You know what I mean? Because when I'm with my lady, who the fuck is gonna step up and protect her if shit hits the fan? Mm-hmm. I gotta be the guy. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna be the one who's cowering in the corner when shit hits the fan. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I would definitely put myself in harm's way for the greater good, not to be a hero, but because I feel like it's what I have to fucking do. It's what I'm built like this for and put on this earth to do to a certain extent.
Definitely. Do you ever do that thing now where you go to movies and you pick like a guy out of the theater?
Yeah.
And you're like, black bomber jacket, hoodie.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I could tell you how many times that individual there has left shuffled and entered the theater. Okay. I can tell you what who he's with and what he went to get when he left and how long he was gone. I can tell you all that shit. I'm actually, my movie going experience is a little bit dampered when I'm going now because it's half combat. Yeah. It's half readiness, bro. Yeah. I'm ready to fucking rock. Maybe it's a level of paranoia, but in this climate, maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, that's really shitty though. That has to be the thing. Like you feel like you have to think about that.
Yeah.
Because I think about that all the time when I'm in a theater. I'm like, okay, this could be it. Like hey, I've been waiting to see Avengers: Infinity War. I could also die today. Like
right.
Like, and that's like fuck.
And if you notice, that's why I don't go to movies on opening nights.
Is that why?
That is the reason why.
I think it's because you're a fake fan. No.
I'm a fake fan. Maybe.
So, Eman, I want to get into something real quick while we kind of mentioned movies. The Nun came out recently.
Yeah.
The Nun came out recently. I know you haven't seen it yet. You're going to go see it with your lady. I saw it the other night, and it is garbage.
Fuck, dude.
It's fucking hot garbage. So bad. Tell your girl not to watch this until after y'all go see it, because then she's not going to want to see it. It's predictable. It's lazy, and the worst part is that a lot of it is fucking boring.
Oh, no.
Like, it's so there was a point.
Hold on, but are there cheap jump scares?
All over the place.
No way! Are you serious?
80% of the scares are cheap jump scares.
Oh no!
Bro. Yeah, like
I don't want to give them my money.
Yeah, bro. It's and like there's this other thing that happens constantly in the film, right? Where like camera's looking at you, right? Yeah. And then like the person looks to their right, and then the camera goes like this to look. And they pan back to the person.
Oh my god!
You already know. And every single time that happens, I'm like, oh, you're gonna pan back, and there's gonna be someone standing behind them. Oh, there it is.
Wow.
And then there's also like, oh, they looked. Oh, we're panning to this. Something's gonna jump out. Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Like it's so predictable. Like everything you think is gonna happen happens.
Yeah.
It's such bullshit.
That shit worked in the first fucking Conjuring or whatever the fuck.
But I don't think they were that lazy about it, bro. This is lazy. Like it seems like they gave it to like a first-time director, and he went, "Ooh, I'm gonna do all the cliches that I've always wanted to film myself." Like that's what it feels like, bro.
It's time for me to feel like a real director. Let me do what they do.
Yeah, no, it's
that's tough, man.
Yeah, it's really shitty, and like I don't know, the setting of it, the story of it is kind of interesting at the beginning. You're like, oh, okay. This is really interesting. I want to see where this goes. And then it goes absolutely nowhere. And also, like The Nun, right?
Yeah.
You would think, like, okay, do you remember Annabelle?
Yeah.
The other Conjuring movie that came out, the first Annabelle.
I didn't see it.
Was bullshit.
Okay.
Annabelle Creation. Did you see the second Annabelle movie?
It was good.
That one was fucking fantastic compared to the first one. So here's my thing. The first Annabelle movie doesn't explain where Annabelle came from. Annabelle is just there, and it's a movie about her, right? And the second movie explains where Annabelle came from.
Wow.
Okay? This Nun movie doesn't explain where the nun came from.
That means...
It's just kind of... that's my thought, right? I'm like, oh, so did they like lazily put together this movie because people are going to go see it, and then they're going to let out the other movie that's actually going to be good?
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know. I thought that was such fucking bullshit. It was really annoying. Like they kind of say like, oh, this is where she's from and all that, but they don't like show you like, oh, this is why she's here or he's here, whatever the fuck the gender of that character is.
It's a wrap, dude.
Yeah.
It's a wrap for movies, man.
But it does really wrap it up nicely, I feel like, with The Conjuring. But
that's what Isaac was saying.
Yeah, but after you sit through the movie, it's like, okay. Like, it's like, so what?
It's a wrap, dude. It's a fucking wrap. What really solidified it for me, dude, I'm talking about movies in general. Fuck The Conjuring. I was watching The Rock's Instagram, and he was talking about how excited he was that his movie, whatever, the Skyscraper, I think, was competing with the other big movies. He didn't say movies, though. He said, hey, what's going on, guys? It's The Rock. I know we got some exciting news. Skyscraper is still #1 for the second week in a row. It's competing with some really good sequels this summer. I know all the big sequels coming out. And it hit me. He didn't even fucking say movies. He said sequels.
Yeah.
Sequels and remakes, dude. That's all we're getting, bro.
Yeah.
Just cheap-ass cash grabs, dude.
And some of them are really good though. Like the Avengers ones, for the most part, like here's my thing. There's no Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Like no like MCU movie that's just boring. Like there's none where I'm like, oh, that wasn't at the very least fun.
Right.
Or like, oh, that wasn't at least like pretty or cool to look at, right?
Respect.
But like the Conjuring movies, right? Like they just have like a few of them where I'm like, why? Like why is like it's fucking boring.
Yeah.
And then like you're right, there's like a lot of just fucking sequels and a lot of remakes and
that's cool. That's fun, right? At
yeah.
least it was
do something with them.
My thing is though, this is why I fucking will ride or die for guys like M. Night.
Okay.
No matter what kind of shit they release, because no matter what it is, you can bet your bottom dollar that they're releasing originality, an original concept that either they or a team of creative as fuck individuals came up with.
Yeah.
There's no cash grabs, you know what I'm saying? That's why I fuck with M. Night and guys like that, man, because there's art being released. Holy shit, you want to kill me, huh? You want to kill me on this red wine.
Good.
Yeah, man. But
it's like there's some thought there.
Dude.
Like there's something going on.
Yeah.
And like with movies now, it's like they hand it to 14-year-olds and went, "Hey, write something scary," and they went like, "Here you go."
Yeah. That's how it seems. I mean, that's really how it fucking seems. It's weird, man. It's really weird. I don't know. But I was gonna say something. I was gonna fucking say something. But yeah, I don't know.
Are there any movies coming out that you're excited about, like right now? Like, there's two specifically that I'm really excited about.
I couldn't even tell you, man.
So I'm excited about, and they both come out in October. Venom comes out in October, and I'm fucking excited for Venom, even though I'm worried it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
And then Halloween, which is both of those are like universe movies.
That's your shit, dude.
Yeah. So so Venom is coming out, which is like part of like the kind of part of the MCU stuff. I don't know. They're like being really vague about it, I feel.
Yeah.
And then, but either way, it's a superhero movie, so it's in that genre. It's like another remake or sequel. Like it's part of that little section of movies.
Yeah.
And then Halloween is a sequel to the original Halloween.
Okay.
And I'm super fucking excited for both those movies.
Andrew Schultz is gonna be in that one, right?
Yeah, he tweeted about it, but I haven't seen him post anything about it. So I'm wondering, like, they cut him out, or if maybe he's not in it that much.
Or just sworn to secrecy, whatever the fuck it's called. What is it called?
Like an embargo or something, or
yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know, because like when the movie dropped, the movie was gonna happen. He tweeted like, oh, like remember he was tweeting shit about it. He's like, oh, I'm gonna be in the new Halloween movie, and then he just like trailers have come out, new information has dropped, and he doesn't mention any of it. And you would think like he's part of that project, and if it's gonna be a big movie, you would think he'd like say something.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm thinking like they cut him out, or somehow it didn't work out, or I don't know what the fuck happened there. But like he was definitely at a point like talking about it.
Yeah, he was.
So
he was.
Yeah, because I remember seeing it on his Twitter and Instagram.
Now I have to ask you, man.
Go ahead.
I don't find Halloween scary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's scary. I don't think the killer is scary. In real life, obviously he is, but to watch it on screen, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The world is still obsessed with movies like Halloween, Friday the 13th,
mm-hmm.
all these bangers in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
But if you watch them now, that's nothing for me.
Yeah.
Why does it resonate so deeply and strongly with you, man? Does it actually scare you, or what is it there, dude?
So, lipstick in my Valentino white bag. No, I'm kidding. I was quoting a Vine. No, My thing is the first Halloween movie is so fucking interesting to me because it was made like now today, right? They're like, oh, how much did this movie get made for? Like $10 million. Wow, that's nothing. They made a movie off that.
Yeah.
And then back then, Halloween was made for $320,000.
Wow.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing money.
Yeah.
And they filmed it in 28 days.
Wow.
Like 28 days. No film does that. Like films take months to film.
Yeah.
And this one
Years,
did it in
sometimes.
a month. Yeah. And it was such and I'm gonna get into my Halloween soapbox real quick just because this is why I really am into this movie, and then I'll get into if I find it scary and stuff. The director John Carpenter, they came to him and they were like, hey, here's this movie that we want to film, we want you to direct it. And just the whole story is really interesting because first off, he was going to do the movie, but he said that he wanted to have final cut on the movie, and he had only ever directed one other movie that was relatively big.
Yeah.
He wanted final editing cut, and he wanted his name above it. Like how Tim Burton does Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay. He wanted it to be John Carpenter's Halloween. And the studio was like, fuck, okay. But it was unheard of for a nobody director to demand those things.
Yeah.
So he just had fucking balls. And then he made the movie for the budget that they made it for. And they filmed it on time. They did everything. And it was so close knit. The actors were also helping out with the sets and were also helping move shit and all that. It was making.
I like that.
It was I need to show you the documentary because it's so fucking interesting.
That's incredible.
It's making a movie with your friends.
Real quick, can I?
Go ahead.
You broke this down to me and I actually forgot, but you're refreshing my memory. You broke it down, man. That exact point. And the reason that it stuck out to me, which I know for 100% you can relate to, and that's probably why you like it so much, it takes you back to the days where you and I did sketch comedy, man.
Yeah, we do
we're watching
little
the
shit.
movie the first time you showed it to me, and you're breaking down one of the scenes, right?
Yeah.
It's a scene where you're following the victim, right? The lead character.
Yeah.
That's not the killer. Through the house, and she's looking for the killer, right?
Yeah.
And she's creeping through this dimly lit house.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be lit outside, and the light's supposed to be reflecting in through every window.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where she's walking through a window, the light's hitting her from this direction because the lighting crew is outside. But then she walks into another room, and you were like, okay, at this moment.
Oh yeah, at the beginning of it,
the
it
crew was running around the fucking house, carrying the lighting equipment to get it to shine into the other window.
So what it was is they were filming the beginning scene where it's from the perspective of the killer.
Yeah.
And the killer is walking around the house. And there's a part where, because they only have so many lights, and it's one shot. Yeah. Well, there are a few cuts, but they were trying to shoot it like it was one shot.
Yeah.
And you're looking in, the killer's looking through the window, and the lighting is set to where you can see the people inside the house. And then as the killer's going through the back door, the lighting crew is moving the lights. Go. Yeah. So by the time they get back to the living room,
dude.
So by the time they get to the living room where the people were, the lights are gone, and they're set someplace else for the next scene. And shit like that is so fucking interesting to me.
Yeah.
So anyway, they do the film. It's very close knit. It's very fucking great. They're doing all of it on the spot, right? And then there are people who dissect how Michael Myers walks and how he moves, and they're he just floats, he just why is he doing why does he walk like that? What was in the actor's mind, right? And then you talk to the actor who did it, and they go, the director told me to put on the mask and just walk across the street. And I asked him what my motivation was, and he goes, bro, just walk there. Just fucking
shit.
Get there.
Oh my God.
So people break down how these actors move, and there are people who can tell you in this Michael Myers shot, it's this actor. In this movie, it's this actor because they walk this way, their shoulders move this way. There are people who break this shit down, and in reality, maybe the director in his mind went oh, well, I'm asking you to do it because I know what you can do. Don't question me. But in practice, what it feels like is he went dude, just fucking walk. I'm making this movie. I'm getting nothing out of it. Fucking walk there. That's
got 100 other things to worry about. Just fucking walk.
Yeah,
please.
right?
Do that.
He's I have a shot list. I gotta get it done. Get the fuck on with this.
That is the epitome of how art is so fucking subjective, right? It's
bro.
How everyone shits on modern art because you'll have some artist who gets a bucket of paint and just slashes it on a white canvas.
Yeah.
And every person that views it has a different perspective, right? And that's the art. That's kind of what I'm getting from that shit. That's hilarious, dude.
So they do the movie, right? No one thinks it's scary.
Yeah.
Because they're it's bullshit. This is before they added in the music. The da 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 da. So and all of this, I love this story because it's all fucking happenstance.
Yeah.
All the shit that happens is a lot of it is just by luck. and just by like people trying shit, right?
That's how it goes, man.
So the director, he knew how to play like drum beats. Well, no, drum beats. Like
you got a little something.
Yeah.
No,
you
got
I got a little something.
Like a lip, man.
I thought you were saying like he knew a little something.
No.
Anyway, but he knew how to do like the, like just like a little beat, and all he did was he picked notes on the piano and went like da 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 da, and that's all he fucking did.
Wow.
And he wrote one of the best horror like themes ever, and the movie was great. It like just did amazing at the box office. Then they asked him to do the sequel. He didn't want to do the sequel. In his mind, it was a one-off movie. That was it. It was done. So they paid him. They said they wrote him the biggest check he'd ever seen in his life. He got a pack of beer, sat down like every night, and just wrote this bullshit script, which was the second one, which is pretty good. Uh-huh. But like then sequels came and sequels kept going and all that, and they're not fucking great.
Oh wow.
Okay, and this new one is the first one where he's seen the production, he likes what's going on, he's like, I endorse this movie. Like this is what I would have done. Like I've never felt this way about this project and since we were doing the original. Yeah. So now as far as if I find it scary, I think the idea of it is really fucking scary. Okay. Like in practice, like the movie's dated a little bit. Like it's still a classic and it's still really good, and if you know the story behind it, it's a miracle that this movie got made and it's as good as it is. But the hard part now is that you know what happens. Yeah. You know the killer gets away at the end. You know that the people are gonna die. You've even if you haven't seen Halloween, you've heard enough of it. You've seen clips of it at some point because it's just a pop culture thing where you know enough about it. You know that he's gonna. Truly. Yeah, this is the movie that set up like a lot of the tropes in slasher films or in horror movies, right? So.
Game changer, true game changer.
Yeah, so this was the original, and this was before Friday the slurring. This was before Friday the 13th, before Nightmare on Elm Street, all that shit. Yeah. So, but it's just the way that it's filmed and the idea of the characters is really scary to me. It's really cool the way that they film things and make it intense and make it suspenseful. Yeah. And I just really hope that's what they do with this stuff.
That's dope, man. Yeah. And I can't even relate, dude. I can't even talk shit, man. My favorite show of all time, not Game of Thrones, not Power, not whatever the fuck you want to name. It will always be The Twilight Zone, and it's probably for every reason you just named. Yeah, it's so. God, I can go on for fucking days. It's so ahead of its time, man. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Just how I've never seen a show like that where it takes these concepts that you overlook, right? Like the importance of human relationships, right, to other humans. It never takes concepts like that, but puts it on such a simplistic level, dude, that you follow and you understand and you're like, what the fuck? It blows your mind. And to think that a lot of this shit was filmed in 1950 whatever the fuck.
It was 1970 something.
I think no, the first episode was released
sorry, I was thinking about Halloween. I thought you were referring back to that.
Oh no. Yeah, the first episode
just Twilight
was
Zone,
in 53. Yeah. And then have you seen The Warriors yet? Yeah, I haven't fully sat down and watched it. You gotta fully sit down and watch it, man. You gotta fully sit down and watch it, dude. Same shit. It's so corny. The fight scenes are so cheesy. The cinematography is bearable at best, but it's just the simplicity behind it and the time, how it reflects the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that draws you in, dude. Like the way the gangs in New York used to how they would dress up and shit like that. Definitely. There was a level of effort put into everything that people back in those days did, right? And it was just dope. It was just fucking dope, and that's dope. I see how you could like a movie like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for me, it's like the whole thing. The movie is good. Yeah. The way that it was made is really interesting to me, and just the whole thing around it. And hi,
Emery. No, not right now, please. You have to go.
Oh yeah, Emery, you gotta go. Your doctor's coat.
Come on, Emery, please get out. Thank you. I love you. All right, bye. You look pretty. Man,
that was a guest visit from
holy shit,
from Emery.
Look, we gotta tell the security we can't have any fans getting past.
It's hard for me, bro, because they love us, and
I know. I tell ravenous.
Yeah, I know. You're right.
But we're paying those guys for a reason.
Yeah. Marcus, make a note. I need to tell Paul over at security to Don't look at me that way, Marcus. Fuck
Marcus,
you.
Do you want to get fired?
Fuck you, Marcus.
You want that fucking holiday bonus or what, Marcus?
He's not getting any holiday bonus.
Well, you might not be after tonight.
Your kid's not getting a new wheelchair this year for Christmas, you fuck. Marcus, yeah. Fine, shit. Leave, just like your fucking mother.
Hey, here we go.
I'm not worried about Marcus.
Fuck Marcus. But yeah, man, that's dope. That's dope. Fuck movies. Mm-hmm. Fuck Nike. What?
Fuck Nike. Eman, Nike. What are you talking about, buddy?
What am I talking about? I'm not too sure at this point. I'm a little going off this Woodbridge. But a lot of folks are fucking Nike out here, man.
Yeah?
A lot of folks are mad upset at Nike. So, to break it down, Colin Kaepernick, quarterback for the 49ers.
You say Colin Kaepernick? Colin Kaepernick?
Colin
You're saying colon like your colon, like your asshole?
Colin Kaepernick. Oh, shit. I can't even think straight right now. Kaepernick, backup quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, ex-NFL player now, lost his job because he stirred up so much controversy because he chose to take a knee during the national anthem at every football game that he played in. And it caused such a divide for not only the team, the franchise he was playing for, but the entire NFL. That the guys that he was playing for just said, for whatever reason, whether it was race or the fact that they were losing money, they cut him. And so it was a nation divided over this simple incident of him taking a knee. It was a nation divided. You had the conservatives who felt that he was offending the flag, right? Who felt that he was offending soldiers who died for that flag. You had liberals, right? Guys on the left who felt that he was taking a stand for police brutality in America, namely in inner cities, which I think he was, but that's neither here nor there. And got wrongly prosecuted persecuted in this case, for his beliefs, right?
Yeah.
So it was a nation divided. Nike, they came in and they put him in his campaign, and the big slogan for the campaign was believe in something or stand up for something, even if it means
it was like believe in
everything.
Something, even if it means losing everything.
Right, something to that extent. And he was the forefront, the face of that campaign. And so a lot of folks are really pissed off at Nike because they feel that now Nike is siding with this liberal, America-hating, soldier-hating, non-patriotic fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you got folks out here burning Nikes. You got folks who are, I guess, the cheaper, still wearing the Nikes but cutting the logo off, which is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. It's crazy out here, man. Folks are just pissed off.
So how do you feel about that?
How do I feel about it? I'm always gonna rock with Kaepernick. I always fuck with Kaepernick so heavily. My feeling on that has not changed. I think Kaepernick should always stand up for what you believe in. Kaepernick did that. Regardless of the intent, regardless of how you feel about it, the intent was to stand up for voiceless people using your platform, which is something that I always believe in. So that is unwavering, right? Now the focus is a little bit on Nike. Nike's taking the heat now. Nike's the face of this shit. Nike is a empire in corporate America that is trying to stay afloat. So I feel like any empire in this top 1% of companies that make up the corporate world of America, they're going to do what they do, which is make fucking money.
Yeah.
That's always the bottom line. They're gonna say what they have to say and do what they have to do to make fucking money, right? Yeah. So I feel like every decision they make, every campaign they release, every quote they spill out is gonna be with the intent of maintaining a platform and maintaining an empire. So I gotta question the authenticity of why they're rallying behind this cause, right? You can't say you stand for the people when you have fucking sweatshops, right? Where people jump to their deaths every day because they're overworked and exhausted. You can't, it doesn't compute to me, right? Are you for the people or are you not for the people? What are you really representing, right? So that's going to be with any corporation. I got to question the moral behind it. So I feel like the burning Nike thing, that stance is subjective. That stance is very subjective. It's really a level of perspective. People look at the flag, right? Like I was saying, as a piece of modern art. They subject how they feel onto the flag, right? So for some people, the flag represents freedom. For some people, the flag represents those who have fought for them and died in war. For some, it represents bigotry and hatred, right? It just depends on where you stand looking at the flag. Mm-hmm. People who feel the flag is a level of honoring those who died in war, to see a guy disrespecting it blatantly, they're offended, right? They're offended. So, my 21-year-old perspective, I haven't fought in a war. I haven't experienced too much that this country has to offer. Never really dealt with racism on a corporate or serious level. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like no matter where you stand, you should respect where others stand. And in this case, Kaepernick felt that the flag represented freedom, right? Safety, democracy, and he felt like that wasn't really being displayed in this country. Definitely. So he took a knee, which is something that soldiers die for. Your right to fucking protest. So for you to get mad at that, you're kind of getting mad at what the flag stands for in the first place. A right to protest, freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere in his stance, if you listen to what the fuck he's saying, did he say that he wanted to blatantly disrespect soldiers. Yeah. You know what I mean? This has always been about police brutality and inequality, namely in inner city communities. Yeah. Regardless of race. So, you know, you can't turn it into something if what it is right in your face. So that's how I feel about it. Don't burn your fucking Nikes, or if you do what the fuck you want to do. Nike's going to be fine. Kaepernick, we're rooting for you. I'm glad you got paid from this campaign. Yeah, it's a crazy one, man. Where you at, though?
Oh, I think everyone's fucking stupid.
Yeah?
With the whole, like...
I'm just waiting to say
I agree with what you... Like, everything that you're saying. I totally get it. I agree with you. Mm-hmm. The people who are burning Nike and protesting Nike, like, shut the fuck up.
Fucking
like,
idiots.
Nothing's gonna fucking happen. Nothing's gonna change. All you did was you ruined your shorts, or you cut off your fucking sock tops. It's that fucking simple. Instead of doing something like... fucking, I don't know, you could have fucking donated that. If you didn't want it, you could have fucking just decided you weren't going to give that company your money anymore. But instead, people got online for retweets or for likes on Facebook and went, oh, I'm burning shit, or I'm cutting off the swooshes or whatever the fuck. Who gives a shit? Nobody fucking cares.
People are fucking ridiculous. This is an example, dude, of people overreaching their importance. Yeah. Nike is not going to crumble because Nike you cut stock off the swoosh of your fucking shorts, you idiot.
Nike stock went down, it's going to go right back up.
And Nike stock went down not because of this fucking... Nike stock went down not because the company lost fucking power, but because it's bad press. You know what I'm saying? If I'm $1 million investor, I have money invested in this company, I see that it's catching some heat, I'm going to pull my fucking investment. Yeah. Regardless of how this company's doing financially. Definitely. Because I guarantee the company's not going to fucking crumble.
So, Eman, the point is, you think Nike's going to be just fine?
Nike's going to be just fine. But millions of shorts are not. Don't ruin your shorts, people. Don't ruin your shorts.
That's the fucking stupidest part to me.
Dumbest part, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like, I mean, I already said it. Like, just, there was a number of things you could have done, and instead of doing something actually to help out or to actually protest that problem, everybody went like, oh, well, I'm just gonna fucking... I don't know.
Ruin my own shit.
Well, ruin that, but it's all for social media clout. Like, that's the only reason people did that shit. Yeah. And that's what annoys me the most. It's like, I feel like every time people do that, you dilute your message. Mm-hmm. It's no longer about like, oh, this is what I believe. It's like, oh, this is what I can do that's going to get likes and retweets. Right. And, you know, and I get it. Like, people are like, oh, well, it's going to bring attention to it. Yeah, but it's going to bring attention to... The only thing that happened is more people went, oh, yeah, you're right. I'll cut off my swooshes. Right. Fuck you. It didn't do anything.
Dude, it's so funny, man. And this goes for just people regardless. Everybody wants to be on a team. Yeah. Everybody wants to be a part of a cause. And people are willing to do anything if it means they are a part of something greater than themselves, right? Because nothing's worse than loneliness. Shout out to the fucking Jonestown Massacre, where we had this cult, right? People that felt that they're a part of a higher cause because they were in this cult, and they fell so obsessed and in love with the feeling that flash forward months later, they're now sipping magic Kool-Aid, which they know contains cyanide. Entire lineage is lost, families dead, kids dead, because they want to be a part of something. You know what I mean? You have these shapeless souls traveling in a drift of nowhere. They finally feel like they're a part of something, so they're doing anything now. Cutting off the fucking swooshes in their shorts.
Boycotting Chick-fil-A.
Boycotting Chick-fil-A? Now what?
That was a thing like a while back. Remember?
Oh, like, yeah. Everybody wants to be in allegiance with something, and they're willing to do any fucking thing, man. So that's why you got to be able to really know yourself. Know yourself, man.
Definitely. And Eman, I think, to bring it all full circle, the best way to know yourself is to have those things that you do to de-stress. To have those moments where, you know, life does catch up to you. Life does get on you. Life does cause you stress, anxiety, heartbreak, pain, all that shit.
Right.
And you just need to be able to do something that's healthy.
Truly.
To help yourself out. And that doesn't mean cut off your Nike swooshes. Maybe it's have a little sip with a friend for the conversation of it, for the social aspect of it. Maybe it's go for a run. Maybe it's go hit that punching bag. Maybe it's go work out. Maybe it's I don't know, anything. Just
something productive.
Do something where you feel like you're able to get that out. Whether it's talking to someone, whether it's being alone, whether it's recharging, anything that you can do to kind of relieve that is something that'll help put you on the path to bettering yourself mentally, I believe.
Yes. Don't sip the magic Kool-Aid, people. Whatever you do.
Definitely. So, guys, I want to thank you very much for tuning in to this very. We had some fun here. It was a more relaxed episode.
Yeah.
We just wanted to talk, wanted to chill out, hang out with you guys for a bit. But we do, as always, hope you enjoyed it. Eman, is there anything you want to tell these nice people before we end out this episode of Break Time?
Yeah, I was a little clickbaity last week. A few days before, talking about how Break Time has some big things coming up, has some big upgrades coming up. That's gonna happen, and we're so fucking excited. I'm staring at a calendar right now with everything we're gonna do pretty soon. So just know that big things are coming. We're not gonna fucking waver from this podcast, man. Holy shit! And I'm really reinvigorated with this whole shit now, man.
Definitely,
that we're doubling down and just I'm excited. So just stay tuned. Keep tuning in. I'm a little tipsy. And yeah, we'll keep doing what we do.
You gonna finish? You gonna
I don't want to.
Shotgun this before we end it?
No, I don't want to.
You sure?
I'm done.
You sure?
Yeah, I got work tomorrow.
Shotgun it.
I'm good. You want to?
You're good, bro.
Shit. How about you shotgun it?
No, I'm good.
Go ahead, man.
No, I'm good.
You're not driving home.
No, I'm good.
No, you're in the hot seat.
No, I'm
you're
good.
In the hot seat now, cocksucker.
Eman, I already know I outdrink you, so why do I need to prove it?
Wow.
Guys, thank you very much for tuning in to this episode of Break Time, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode of Break Time.
Yeah. Oh, I'm shotgunning it. Oh, you missed it.